What's up, guys? Earl at Sumo Bully Kennels with another episode of Hot Topic. This is a two-parter, guys. This is part one of two. If you have not yet, please like and subscribe our channel. We will continue to bring you quality content in regards to dog breeding, the bully world, regardless of what category you're in. This is going to be relevant information for you. So here we go. What's our topic tonight? Well, tonight's topic is puppy price breeder's point of view, right? Versus the point of view of a buyer. Tonight I'm going to cover the buyer's perspective, right? Let me ask you, how much should a puppy cost? And why should a puppy cost that price? Why buy the puppy, right? These are all questions that go through our mind as we get into the industry, whether you are a breeder, a show person, or just a bully enthusiast who really loves the breed, loves the temperament, right? So for me, let's talk about what that costs, right? What does that puppy cost? What should a breeder charge for that puppy from a buyer's point of view? Well, all depending on what you're trying to do. So, if you are a breeder buying a dog you believe in, or a puppy you believe in, or a bloodline, to me, a breed quality pup should cost anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000, maybe even 12, depending on the level you're playing at. Now, if you're a pet home and you're just a bully enthusiast, you love the breed, you're not looking to be a breeder or to be, take your dog to shows. To me, a fair price to a quality breeder, an ethical breeder, a pet home, $2,500, health guarantee and all that stuff. So, okay. So why buy the puppy, right? Let's go over a few things. Do you believe in the pedigree, right? I'm going to cover a breeder's perspective, right? A breeder trying to buy a puppy for his program. So, number one is, do you believe in the pedigree, right? Have you done your research? Have you looked at where this dog comes from and the consistency that the bloodline produces? Secondly, I would look at the breeder. Does the breeder mix the blood well, the pedigrees well, to produce consistency, right? Well, ultimately it comes down to this. Making this purchase, right, as a breeder, will this puppy benefit your program and how, right? So the question is, why, will it, and how? And if those things make sense to you, maybe you're trying to line breed, and this dog has a lot of the blood that you have the blood on your yard, well, then it makes sense, right? Or maybe you have a solid line bred yard already, and you're looking for that outcross to bring vigor and magic to your program. That would be a good reason to invest, in someone else's production. Now let's cover the show side of things. Maybe you like the shows, maybe you love going there, the energy, working with the dogs. Investing in a puppy from a breeder, again, it goes back to the pedigree, it goes back to the breeder, the consistency of it. Do you believe that this dog will show well? Does it have the pedigree, the phenotype, the genotype that you're looking for? Is that your kind of dog, right? Because there's a lot of different expressions of the American Bully, American Bully XL. And so it all comes down to preference, in my opinion, right? Lastly, if you are just a pet home and you love the breed and you're an enthusiast of the breed just like I am, that's how we got our first American Bully. Will this pup be a great member of your family if you don't breed or you don't show? We're in the XL lane, so can you handle a big dog? Do you know how to discipline this puppy and make the necessary corrections so that this puppy can be a good part of your family and not become problematic and create a situation that you're not comfortable with your wife, with your kids, your partner, whatever else may be, or maybe you're a person that has a lot of friends over and this dog's just unruly and tramples your friends or shows signs of aggression. There's a lot of different things, right? So touching back on the pedigree, the consistency of the pedigree, is the stud proven? Maybe, maybe not. Is the dam proven? Maybe, maybe not. And you ask yourself, what constitutes those things? Proven stud, if you're chasing the look of the male, a proven stud throws his look. On the female side, if you believe in the dam, does she produce her look? Is she a producer in terms of litter size, litter consistency? And does it really even matter, right, at the end of the day? Well, if you're a breeder, of course it matters. If you're a show person, of course it matters. And even to an enthusiast, if you like a certain phenotype and temperament, then all these things matter. And it's your breeder's responsibility to show you, put out there the pedigree, the genotype, the phenotype, the temperament of the dog, right? It's ultimately all these dogs come from different bloodlines, right? And you kind of have to go back a few generations to understand the current situation of a stud or a dam. And to not do your homework would kind of be negligent on your part, regardless if you're a new breeder, old breeder, show person, or even a pet home, And getting into the industry, making my choices, meeting people, right? To me, I looked at a few things, outside of the pedigree, the genotype, phenotype. It was important for me that the breeder that I communicated with and purchased from exercised practical, ethical business standards. Because ultimately, I'll say it again, you're buying from the other end of that leash, right? The dogs are the dogs, right? You can get a Belgian Malinois that's gonna, that's a hot-blooded dog, right? Or you can get a poodle or a chihuahua. Whatever your flavor is, ultimately, you're dealing with a person that's holding the leash on the other end. And so for me, a couple of questions for you to ask yourself is this breeder ethical in his business, right? Did the breeder make you feel comfortable? Comfortable enough to buy and invest in their production, in their litter, right? And if you believed in their production and their litter, is it the pedigree of the dog? Is it the genotype of the dog? Is it the phenotype of the dog? Maybe it's all the above. Maybe the dam checks the boxes, the stud checks the boxes, the pedigree checks the boxes. And on top of that, you got a good person that's doing quality business and doesn't pressure you. No one should ever pressure you, first of all, to buy a dog. For someone to pressure you in any way, shape, or form, to me, that's an unethical move as a breeder, as a business. Someone can say, oh man, if you don't put a deposit now, you don't buy this dog now, you're not going to get another chance. You know what? People are consistently producing great dogs out there. Ton of great dogs out there. Question is, who do you want to do business with, right? Who has the production and the ethicality and the communication to make you feel comfortable to do business with them? That's what I want you guys to think about from a buyer's perspective, guys. Again, this is part one of, buying a puppy at what price point, from who and why, and what pedigree. This is part 1 of 2, guys. So with that said, I'm going to leave you with that. This is Hot Topic episode 2. Do me a favor, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I promise you, we are devoted to bringing you quality content. I'll catch you on the next one.